Have you ever wondered who is your governor, mayor, congressman, or even your local state senator? If you answered no to these questions, I highly suggest you get involved now and find out who they are. Who is going to be the next president of the United States in the year 2016? Is it going to be Hillary Clinton? Or is it going to be Jeb Bush? Or any of those other candidates? No one will really know if they all go out and vote. In 2006 is when I really wanted to get involved. The state of Utah is the only state left who runs a caucus. A caucus is where you can get involved. It also helps you become a state delegate when people can vote you in. And then, if you became a state delegate, you will meet the candidates and find out why they are running and how they can make a difference. You can ask questions to them, and they will answer to the best of their knowledge. And they'll tell you why they want to run, and why they feel that they should be the next mayor or governor or even a congressman. You can be part of a campaign and help that candidate to win the next election. I was a state delegate for 6 years in a row, back in 2006 all the way through 2012, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Yes, it kept me busy, but I did my homework by asking questions, by figuring out who they are and why they're running. I also tried to figure out what other local offices are running. But when it was time to vote, that's when it made a difference. Yes, sometimes I didn't get the chance to see who I voted to win those elections. Yes, I was sad, but at least I made my voice out there. Yes, it kept me busy. You see, I'm a close friend of my state senator, and I have helped him on his campaign. He is running again this year for 2014, and he has asked me to help him again, along with my family. You see, it is very important to go out and vote and make your voice known. Because if you don't, you'll never know what could happen. Because it is a citizen's privilege, and if you don't like the person who won the election, like the next president of the United States, and you did not vote at all, I'm sorry to say, but you don't have the right to complain because you didn't voice your opinion. You need to go out and get involved. That's all there is to it. In 1988 is the year I turned 18, and I lived in West Germany at the time. And I was very excited because I wanted to go out and vote, because it was something that I wanted to do. I also studied the President of the United States who was running that year. It was between Democratic candidate Michael Dukakis and, of course, our former Vice President at the time, who was replacing Ronald Reagan, was the senior President George H.W. Bush. When I learned in November I wanted to go out and vote, I asked my dad, it's voting day, when are we going to go out and vote? Sadly to say, my dad says, son, I cannot tell you this, but don't know how to tell you this, but we are here in Germany and we cannot vote to find out who is the next president. I was sad. I wanted to make my opinions because I was doing my homework, even at the age of 18, my senior year in high school, and I took government. It was one of my classes, and I really got so excited that I wanted to vote, but unfortunately I was not able to. In the year 1992, when I turned 22 and I just came home from my mission, it was the next presidential election was my first time that I even voted. It was the year that President Bush was up for re-election. It was the year that former governor of Arkansas, Bill Clinton, was running, and also billionaire from Texas, Ross Perot. So it was a three-way presidential race. And I made my voices known by going out and vote who I wanted to be the next president. Did that person become president, the person that I voted? No, unfortunately, he did not. But I did my homework. I studied the candidates, even though I wasn't a state delegate, because I didn't know what that was at the time. But I went out and studied, why did President Bush wanted to run for president? Why did Ross Perot want to run for president? Why did Bill Clinton run for president? I saw the Republican convention. I saw the Democratic conventions on TV to find out, why are these people supporting Bill Clinton and George Bush to become president? Of the year of that year in November, I went out and went to the polls and I voted for the first time, and I was excited. 4 years later, I was able to vote again, and I kept voting and voting. Then I learned later that you can vote every single year. But the year 2006 is when I really learned everything, and everything put itself together, put it in perspective by going out and get involved. By meeting these candidates, you are able to get to know them one-on-one and finding out why they want to run for governor, why they want to run for mayor, or even your state local senator, or even your congressman, that they go out and meet on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. Like I said, it is very important that you go out and vote, because if you don't make a difference, then you don't have the right to complain. Because if you complain and don't vote, then people are just going to tell you, you should have went out and vote. That is my suggestion to you, and it's very fun to do so. So if you want to go out and make a difference, get involved. Find out who your candidates are. Get to know them. And last but not least, when November comes around, go out and vote.